Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I am up early, about to prepare Sunday dinner. We're making some cornbread dressing and we're going to be using a hen today. We're also making a beef pot roast and a veggie on the side for our dinner. So I want to show y'all how I prepare my cornbread dressing. I'm going to show y'all what I'm using first. So this morning, you can see in here good? So this morning we're going to be using a hen. So let me put a little glove on. And we all know that a hen is way tougher than a chicken. Way tougher than a chicken. So I'm going to ball it to make, It's the perfect clear picture?
Yeah.
I'm going to ball it to make my own broth. So yeah, I'm going to use a hen. It's way tough, y'all. So it has to cook a while. And we're going to ball it to make this rich broth. So with this hen, 1 second, y'all. And make sure my camera focused. I'm going to raise it up a little so y'all can see in this pot. That's the hen. Now see this hen, I balled it 1 time first. Just to get off any impurities. I balled it for like 20 minutes. So we're going to add our veggies in there to make our broth. So I have some green onion, and some celery, and then we're going to season it up. I made my cornbread yesterday, my homemade cornbread yesterday for my dressing is what I had a taste for. Because baby, around here, we don't wait till Thanksgiving and Christmas. When we have a taste for something, you know, we make it. So I washed off some celery that was going to go bad. So I washed that off and put that in here. And then I'm just going to half an onion. Now this hen is going to take about a couple of hours to cook, to get tender. Because this is what we're going to use for our cornbread dressing. I'm going to break the meat up and you know, separate it from the bone. And also the broth that we're going to render from this. So we're going to just start adding some onion powder. And some garlic powder. Just a generous amount. We're going to add a little paprika, just a little bit. We're going to add some black pepper. And we're going to add some salt. It's coming out slow, y'all, so don't think it's coming out fast. It's way slow. There we go. So just about a tablespoon and a half. And I'm about to sneeze. And then I'm going to just sit this in the sink and fill it up. Oh, God bless me. And fill it up with water. And then I'm going to show y'all what we're going to do next. Give me that pack thing. I'm going to move this to the side. Yeah, in the aisle. It is early on a Sunday, so I'm getting this out the way with early, y'all. We also have some chuck roast. Now this chuck roast, I washed it off, and we're going to season that bad boy up. And we're going to sear it and fry it because that is going in our crock pot. Also to that hen, I'm going to add a little bit of chicken bouillon flavor. I forgot I had it until I just opened the cabinet. I do use store-bought chicken broth, but today I'm making it homemade. Alright, so we done filled that pot up. Now we about to get this hen on the stove, y'all. It's going to take about a couple of hours to get tender. Now I'm going to put the lid on it, and I'm going to forget about it for a while. So to this pot here, we're going to add in some vegetable oil. Like in New Orleans, we say vegetable oil. I'm going to just add a little bit so we can fry this chuck roast off. It's a little over 3 pounds of chuck roast. I'm gonna move this to the side. And I'm gonna put the chuck roast here. Yesterday I pre-chopped all of my seasonings. So I'm gonna add a little, okay. Also to the pot behind me with the hen in it, I'm gonna add 1 tablespoon of the Better Than bouillon. Just 1 tablespoon. Alright. Now on to this chuck roast, we have 2. We have 1 smaller one that's 1 pound, and this one is like almost 3 pounds. So we're gonna just, while the grease is getting hot, we're just gonna add a little seasoning on it. A little onion powder. Some garlic powder. And you just add a generous amount to it because this is, you know, kind of tough to season. So I'm not going to add too much in the beginning. And pull a little willy from under here. Because you know when this cooked down, like they kind of shrink when you cook them. We're going to add some black pepper. Oh, you just season it to your liking. Yeah, I made some homemade buttermilk cornbread yesterday, y'all. I like to cook it a day before for my cornbread dressing. I do not use Jiffy. I tried that before a long time ago, y'all, but it was too sweet for me. So I've been making it for the longest from scratch. I'm going to take this glove off. It's about to be smelling good in here, y'all. Who else like cranberry sauce with their dressing? I know I do. I love me some cranberry sauce with my dressing. If I don't have it, then I'm not gonna eat it. So we're just not going to touch it for maybe a couple, 2 or 3 minutes to get a nice sear on it. It is 3 minutes to 9 here in Salt Lake City, y'all. 3 minutes to 9. I have my crock pot here that I just washed out. I'm going to plug it up so it can start to warm up. These crock pots come in handy, y'all. And I turned it on high just to get it warm. Okay, what am I looking for? And for the roast, we're going to be using the Better Than bouillon. This is the roasted beef base. We're going to use that. And I pre-chopped some seasoning for it yesterday. That's a small onion, a piece of bell pepper, and some fresh garlic. Let's see how it's looking. Alright, okay. Because it's going to go over straight from here, straight into this crock pot. Smelling good already, y'all. This is my homemade cornbread that I made yesterday. Made 1 full pan, so my kids really love cornbread dressing, so I'm hoping for um, leftovers for tomorrow, but every time I say that, we don't have no leftovers. Especially when it's something that they really like. That's smelling good, y'all. Make sure my fire is. If anybody's in the house sleeping when you're cooking something like this, it's gonna wake them up, y'all. It'll definitely wake them up. I was going to do some homemade baked macaroni, but I said no. The cornbread dressing, the roast, and I'm going to do some green beans on the side, so that'll be enough for us. I saved the macaroni for Thanksgiving. Until we get all sides. This one is pretty heavy. The bottom part hasn't all the way got a good crust on it yet, so that's what we're waiting on. Tyree, call Tyler. Hello. Sorry, y'all. That was my phone ringing. My son wanted to know what kind of cranberry sauce I wanted. Did I want the gelled or the whole cranberries? I told him I like the gelled kind. So we got a nice sear on both sides. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one in the crock pot. And then we're going to start with number 2, the little one. Now this was 1 pound. Because these, they kind of shrink when you cook them. So I had to do a little extra one because we're a family of 5. Alright. My hen hasn't even started boiling yet because that is a humongous pot that it's in. Hasn't started boiling yet. Go ahead on and fill my cup up with some water because we're going to add some water to the crock pot along with this Bella de Bouillon. Do y'all have any idea what's on y'all menu for Thanksgiving yet? Let me know what you're cooking in the comments. Ooh, that smells so good. Let me get my spoon. Now Once that hen get tender, then we're gonna break the meat off the bone, and we're gonna start on our cornbread dressing. Now I'm about to take this one and put this one in our slow cooker. And into the slow cooker that goes. So we add a little oil. I'm gonna pour off some and leave only about a tablespoon of oil. Now we're going to add in our seasoning. That was an onion, bell pepper, and green onion. We'll slowly pour in a little water. Just to break up this bottom. After we sear that roast, it develop a little crust down here. So once they come up to a boil, it'll go right into this water I just poured in here. So that's flavor, y'all. That is some flavor. And we're going to go ahead on and add some of this in here. Our beef base, about a heaping tablespoon, and the rest of my water. Now I'm just going to stir it for a second, breaking up any bits that stuck to the bottom. You definitely don't want to wash your pot out and wash that out because that is extra flavor. So that's what we're doing. So I'm going to wait till this come up to a full boil and the bottom is, you know, free of our goodies. Okay, now we got our broth rolling. What I'm going to do is go ahead on and cut this off. Cut this off. I'm going to move the crock pot over here. And then I'm going to just pour this broth and our onions and stuff that we seared off on top of the beef. Just like that. So we're going to scrape out all of our goodies. Get all our onions out of there. Tyler. See if you can see inside this pot. Alright, y'all, we're just going to add a little more flavor. We're going to add some onion powder. Just the rest of it wasn't that much in there. Some more garlic powder. And a little pinch of salt. Alright. Now see how it's looking? It's looking pretty good to me and it smells amazing. I wish this one could have went down into the pot. Okay, there we go. Alright. Alright, so I'm going to put the lid on this and let this go. But when I come back, we're going to put that cornbread dressing together. The hen is going to be a while, so I'm not going to keep y'all. We have our 2 meats on already, so I'm going to let that do its thing. And when the hen gets tender, then we're going to come back and hook the dressing up.